Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Moody here with yet another GIJoe Classified Series review. Today we've got the Springfield Theater, Cold Slither, Band of Vipers World Tour, Cobra Dreadnoks Cold Slither. Okay, that's not the entire name, but sounds fun. This is the box. It's massive. It's taking up my entire screen and more than half this executive desk, this sexy executive desk with all the scratches on it at my Comic-Con hotel. So we're gonna have a little bit of glare doing the unboxing, so I'll probably just get right into the figures since you've seen them unpack this and show this off on Hasbro Pulse, courtesy of Lenny, Tony, and Emily. So we've got Misfits level stuff, rock and roll, spin around. You got the band of tours, and it was a hell of a tour. If you missed our interview with Lenny and Tony, we asked them about the distribution. I know it sold out fast even for premium members. People said it was like gone in 36 seconds. It was crazy. Of course, being here at Comic-Con, they have a limit of 5, so I don't know, they're trying to get everyone's hands on it. Is Gem in the hologram. She had a surprise appearance at the concert. You get the average Joes spinning this around. Okay, glare's not so bad. This is just absolutely tremendous. Love the posters there. And yeah, you'll slide this right up. Reveals Monkey Wrench and a very cool backdrop, possibly for this review. That's nice. Dreadnok enemy. It's more graffiti and everything. Get the logo up top and all that. Spin that around. You get Zartan in front. Not thrilled that she's working the concert. Open up. Presents lots of glare. The ring light. We'll do our best. Zartan, and yeah, I gotta say the band really nailed it. Wish I could have got better pictures of Buzzer on the drums. We got Ripper, yeah. Wow. Actually didn't really study these too much before seeing the concert, and now looking at these I'm like, wow, they really nailed it. But anyway, let's just get right into the figs. So actually there's a cool insert with the set list, all the tracks from the album that they made. You'll be joining us soon, the classic words and the Cold Slither song. Got all this trash stuff they threw on the stage at Cold Slither. It could just be lots of grape soda and chocolate donut bars. Too late to resist, Cobra is strong. Yeah, very cool insert. So the first guy we're going to look at today, of course, is the band leader, the front man, the James Hetfield of Cold Slither. It's Zartan. And why not right away just bring him in so we can see the differences between Zartan and band Zartan. It's pretty much using the same face sculpt. Of course, you get this new hair on it. Do you see any differences? I feel like his chin is a lot wider, but it could just be my lighting. Let's switch sides. See if there's any difference. Yeah, hard to tell. Could be the hair, but it does feel like a wider chin. I don't have all the Zartan with me. I just have this one. So we'll see. It'll be cool to mix and match and have some fun with outfits and everything like that. I do like that they already come action posed in the box, so you don't even have to take them out if you like the presentation. And that's what a Comic-Con exclusive should be. Deep cut. Some people are not toy emphatics like us, and they just want to display it because they thought it was cool. Maybe they got it for free because they're a celebrity or something. I saw a few of that. So, you know, who knows. But beyond that, I don't know if there's much of a comparison with all this overlays. I'm not sure if it's even the same. This one looks far more jacked and ripped. I wouldn't say far more, but more ripped. This one's a little thinner. There's band-aids, and then the bottom torso is completely different on there, of course, just not even the same realm. Does this look familiar to you? These legs or anything? This does. This crotch with these ties going across do look familiar. And that's probably because we've got the same mold here, I believe, on everything. Oh, the boots look a little, let's see. No, I think the boots are the same. Boots are the same. Legs are the same. So Rippers get the same torso. And how about upper torso? Oh, it's the same one too, I think. Same exact upper torso as well. At least the arms. Maybe not the body underneath. He actually looks a little thinner. But the arms and legs are the same. So if you wanted to use his head sculpt, it fits over. The peg hole is a lot bigger than the peg, so it's going to be loose, but it can fit on if you just wanted to have classic Zartan. Do some crazy mixing and matching here. And this is not going to exactly fit that great because of the vest. And then his head doesn't stay on that functional. Different peg holes. I just really wish they were all universal throughout Hasbro. The different peg holes are... I get it, because certain sculpts just have to. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt for kit bashing. Thus, consequently, this won't fit over the top. Unless she has a really long neck. It's not gonna work, unfortunately. Dreadnok Giraffe. As far as his instruments, he's got his guitar here, and I'm not a musician, so you're gonna have to fill me in on what this is. I believe on a Toy Kind of Mood we compared this to another real life guitar, but I don't remember what that was. I was even digging through my notes trying to find it, so just let me know. I apologize. We're at Comic-Con. I'm not gonna go too wild into these reviews. It's more of an unboxing, kind of showing off everything we've got here, but it's got really nice paint and texture behind there. Everything looks terrific, and it's really stable plastic. Good stuff. These straps can get a little loose. You can pull them off and then replace them. They come with a bunch of extra ones for the bass guitar and the Moog. So put that in there. But yeah, the back is just flat plastic. You know, it's didn't have to go too wild, I don't think, with the back end. You're never gonna really see it. How does it fit in the hands? That's something I'm a little worried about, but it's pretty good. He wants to whack a green shirt over the head with it. It's gonna work out. Would have been nice to have a shouting face. He's kind of just stern. He's supposed to be singing, so to not have a shouting face is a kind of a mishap, I think. It would have been nice to just throw that in. I know it's a whole new sculpt and it costs money, but you know, it is a box set of $125, which I think is a fair price, but otherwise good stuff. Next up is Ripper, and I'm not even gonna lie, I thought this was Monkey Wrench when they first showed it. So to me, they completely hid who he was. They did a great job kind of disguising. You look at the two, it's pretty similar. And yeah, you get these gripping hands. Would have been nice to have extra hands. I mean, I don't know, they're not going to punch anybody. And I don't know, maybe for Zartan, like pointing to the crowd or thumbs down or just different stuff would have been cool. Gestures would have been nice. I love this guy's guitar. Let me know in the comments what kind of guitars these are. Again, you could pull these right off. And the back's just a flat, ugly yellow. That's completely fine. Take a look. You get the kind of a sash there, with like a shirt tied to his belt. Again, same mold as we just showed on the legs and the boots. Got these scarves on the bottom. Really a nice touch. Take a look at his Grim Reaper tattoo there. It's like under his armpit almost. Pretty funky. Get these bands, are a little loose, but pull that up on the tricep, and yeah, not going to be super tight. That's fine. They got wristbands, pretty simple. And this one feels tight over the tattoo. Okay, there we go. Dope. Good look. Oh yeah, look at that. That's tremendous. His glasses, do they even come off? I don't know. Should I try? It is a review. I don't even think I can take them off. I think they're sculpted on. I am trying to pull them off. The last thing I want to do is break it. I've already had a kind of a messed up paw striker. Nice texture in the hair. You get the black lines, really nice. compare the two sculpts. That's good stuff. And here we got the two rippers. And yeah, the glasses are different. I'm looking at them, way different. So that's cool. But yeah, facial wise, I mean, it's the same face behind. But you got a different beard. It's like longer, almost like a more of a Fu Manchu style. This is a grizzled beard. Now the boots come from Ripper that we got on Zartan. Yep, looks like we got Ripper's boots. Okay, so we got Ripper's arms. That's what we're going with, I think, for Zartan. Alright, so we've got Ripper's arms for Zartan and Ripper. That's what the reuse is. Tattoos. Cold Slither Rippers are darker. These are more faded out, like almost like a gray. And then this is different. It's not just color different. It's a different mold. Got spikes coming out. This is more traditional armband. Looking at this side, you can see Cold Slither Rippers are darker, more pronounced. These are more faded, look more realistic than these. These look like decals almost. This is like a nice faded tattoo, but this could have been on purpose just to get more pronunciation there. And then yeah, torso's way different because he's shirtless. This might be the Zartan one, but it's hard to tell. Yo, and shout out to BMAC. That's BMAC right there. I know everyone's like, oh, everyone with a beard is Lenny, but I'm like, yeah, it's BMAC. Saw him at the concert. Shout out to BMAC. So if you want to get Cold Slither Ripper's face on, it won't fit on. It's too small of a peg hole, but you could use some blue tags. He's gonna have a little bit longer neck. It's not gonna look as bad as Zartan's. Good news is Dreadnok Ripper's face does fit on nicely onto the neck peg of Cold Slither Ripper. Yeah, I know some musicians are going to bury me in the comments, but hey, that helps with engagement, so go ahead. I think this is a Moog, and they actually brought it out in the Cold Slither concert. I wish I had footage of it, because for the most part he was playing regular guitar instead of a key guitar, but super cool. They got this one, lots of detail. Definitely the money went into the instruments and the new face sculpts. And again, same thing, black plastic underneath. I do love that they're already in poses in the package. Holds on to the guitar pretty nicely. They're all made of excellent hard plastic. And you got nice ridge details on all the keys. Got the cool flames there being torch. I think we got the same boot mold again. And only Buzzer has a different one, yeah. So same exact boot mold. But he's shorter. So you can see the height difference. So it's not going to have the same legs. Now let's actually check the height on Ripper real quick. Yeah, Ripper and Zartan are similar, but Torch is tiny. It was kind of funny because the guy who played Torch looked just like him and he was very thin. And as far as arms, he's pretty jacked up though. I think we have I think it's a different mold. Yeah, it looks like a thinner, more of a muscular, more ripped up arm mold. So I'm not sure if it's just Torches. We'll bring him out in a sec. These can become loose, but you know, you're mostly gonna pose these. You're not gonna be doing too many battle action scenes, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But just a heads up. Yeah, glasses. Imagine they came off and they revealed his face in the band. Alright, lots of changes between the two. They were able to keep the same height, but we've got completely different legs and boots. The upper torso, I don't know, those arms do look similar, but this one seems to have more muscular definition there. And he doesn't have his flame tattoo underneath the gauntlet, so I guess it's not that big a deal. Almost covers all of it. That arm seems similar. Again, it seems like there's more definition, so we probably have different arms. And the torso underneath is different. Yeah, this one's a little thinner and different execution there. Face sculpt wise, you still got a Lemmy look. You can tell everything's the same, except the hair is different underneath the band. Seems like he's got more of a snicker on his lip than that one. This one's pretty straightforward. He's got more of an Elvis thing going on there. Okay, this looks really bad. I said giraffe. This is it's not meant to be. Okay, so it's no fault of it, but the pegale's so tiny. It doesn't push down. Yeah, that is not good. His head's gonna be he's 7. He's big lob now. Right? Sorry, KJ. I think we got Torch as the next center in the NBA, but I do love what they did here. This is actually perfect. I would leave it the way it is. There's definitely no Cold Slither member more different than Buzzer. Just a completely different look, almost unrecognizable and wild, but I'm here for it. Take a look at the tattoos and we'll compare. As far as the legs, we've got the same leg mold, same crotch mold, and then you got this amazing belt. Yeah, we're crotch watching, but it makes sense in the 80s hairband. Throw on some lipstick and some mascara, baby. Alright, I love the denim on this jacket. This guy's the best. Buzzer's my fave. You got different boots here. I don't know where they're from. Very Native American-esque. Very cool. You got drumsticks, and yeah, it's just pretty simple. Oh, I was like, he has a chain. I actually left the plastic on there. My bad. I didn't even notice. See, how does it? Okay. Alright, he's all pretty good. Oh, see how little loose. That's probably why it was on there. Okay, you got the handkerchief, got a pearl necklace. Shades do come off, unlike the other characters. Man, that's quite a menacing looking sculpt, huh? Of course, on the back of the denim jack, we got the Cold Slither. Yeah, this is great. We want to get a nice look at that mohawk and tail. So bizarre, so wild. Yeah, the glasses fit on pretty good. I had a lot of problems with the glasses from before, but yeah, awesome. Alright, you got Knock Buzzer, classified Knock Buzzer. I don't have his glasses because I use a gridiron pair, and then I threw on some other, I think the Swamp Hound glasses on there, but yeah, these guys couldn't be any different. Arms, yeah, I think those are the same. See, notice we got hair on Dreadnok Buzzer, and it's got different armbands. These are gloves, so they're different than the hands. It looks like there's more definition in these arms. Tattoo time. This is again just like the other tats. Darker green, but pretty similar. I'd say these are pretty close. This is a darker green. This is more faded. It looks more like a real tattoo. Again, no hair on the arms. Got a watch there. And got hair on the chest, no hair there. Legs, these had pins in them, so that's just completely different. But looking at face sculpts, I mean, this doesn't even look like the same guy. So pretty wild. Yeah, couldn't be any different. All right, why my man look like a blonde Razor Ramon? I mean, hey, Chico, and there goes the giraffe. But yeah, look, oye Chico. I need like a toothpick. Literally is the blonde Razor. You talking to the bad guy? Huh? Something happened to this goal? Something happened to you. On the other hand, you got blonde Razor and you got, man, we said giraffe. Look at the neck. So before I put him behind the drums, I want to show you that he sits on the stool fairly nicely. Not too bad. Right there, so that's good. Good functionality there. We'll tuck the stool back there. And we'll go through all the pieces real quick. I want to show the whole set. Alright, there we got Buzzer on the entire drum set. Drum kit. I think that's how it goes. You can let me know if I'm messing up anything. as I'm not a drummer. But this is a tremendous set. This is obviously where the money went. So people like 125, we get 4 figures. They're usually 25 each. Yeah, they're not super packed out, but they do come with all new faces and all new instruments. And then this is pretty much with the deluxe packaging and the fact you got to pay the Comic-Con fee. I think 125 is a very, very fair price for the set. Could there have been more included? Sure. Could have been a mic for a Zartan, and we'll show that off. So shout to Spec. He grabbed this at a hobby store for me, Toy Optics, and it works. It's in scale. But yeah, I think overall this is pretty good. And it's got that same kind of flat gray plastic that we had with the weapons from the Slice and Dice set. If you haven't seen that review, check that out. Here's a plug. We'll have videos at the end of this for that. Yeah, so not much of a paint wash here. It's still got a plastic line going through it, but it's not too bad. It's got a nice bronzish color, and that all pops off nicely. So no functionality problems as far as I know. Not any tremendous paint issues. So you still got that line there, and I don't even know if the cymbal is supposed to have that or not. So you got the pedal. Nothing's articulated on the pedals or anything like that. And then main drum set. It's got a tremendous decal there for Cold Slither. Got the hole. Take a look at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know much more they could have done with this, to be honest. If you think it's lacking any detail, let me know, because and these pop off. You kind of, I don't know if you can even adjust it, but this all comes in different pieces. And yeah, so you don't mess with this too much. It'll probably start getting loose, but I don't think it's a major problem. Like, this is a set that you're just gonna leave like this. You're not gonna like actually play with it too much out in the dirt and the sand and like your regular Joes. So yeah, just not amazing paint to it, but did it have to be? And then you got to step there. I don't know where this goes. I'll be 100% honest. Don't see it on any of the photography or anything like that from Matt Cohen. But yeah, overall a pretty great set. I guess we can look at the seat of this, and he's leaving some sweat stains. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. If that is, that's insane that there's sweat stains on the seat. I would ask Tony about that. I don't think we've seen that yet. And then you got a little bit of cushion detail there, so pretty good. Overall, it's a pretty great set. Let's get the band together, eh? Alright, whiskey time for the deluxe box set. Comic-Con exclusive Cold Slither, Dreadnok, Cobra Viper band, whatever the hell they want to call it. This set is amazing. As a Comic-Con exclusive, it's perfect. There's a reason people are lining up all day. There's a reason it sold out in a minute. Probably not a good reason, but they did say in the interview that there would be more. Check out our interview. We did ask them about the distribution for the Cold Slither set. Hopefully you'll get your hands on it, but this is awesome. Some reuse, in the legs, but all new faces, all new instruments. The drum kit is awesome. Is it a perfect set? I'd say it's a perfect Comic-Con set. Hard thing to review. More of like an unboxing. This is what it is. You can't compare such a niche, one episode of a cartoon, very iconic. And to do the whole rollout with the band, the concert, the shirt, the vinyl. As far as Cold Slither, this is a super fun set. As a Comic-Con exclusive, this is a 5 out of 5. If you're a G.I. Joe diehard fan, you love Sunbow animated series, this is a must get. And it sucks if you can't get it, even as a Pulse member. There'll be more pre-orders. There's going to be a general release. There's going to be a lot left over from Comic-Con. They brought a lot, so I think that's the thing. They're kind of going through Comic-Con. We still got a couple more days left, and as soon as that wraps up, they'll throw them all on Pulse, and they'll get more done. And I'm sure you'll get your hands on it. Yeah, I'll go 4.5 grape sodas on this one. You can't really compare this to the rest of the classified set, but as a Comic-Con set, it's a lot of fun. Alright guys, that's going to do it for A Toy Kind of Mood. I'm Trab Moody, and I hope you enjoyed the review. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you're a musician. Let me know what these instruments are. Let me know the different names of the guitars that we got there, and even if the drum kit is a specific drum kit, let me know. I'm not a musician, I apologize. I love music. But yeah, till then, we'll catch you either in San Diego or the Toy Isle. Peace.